way back before OnlyFans, when your mom and sister just sold Avon? She only calls you daddy because you disappoint her like her real father. You want to know what's not illegal in California? Wildfires. LeBron James is a lot like Justin Timberlake. No matter how good they think they are, they'll never be like Mike. A woman takes a taxi, and after a while, she notices that she doesn't have her wallet. Woman: sorry, but I don't have any money. Can I pay somehow else? Without saying a word, the taxi driver drove her into a dark, leafy forest. He stopped there, got out of the car, and spread a blanket on the ground. Woman: no, please. I have 3 kids and a husband. Taxi driver: and I have 30 rabbits, so shut up and start plucking some grass. After having been served in a Las Vegas cocktail lounge, a real southern gentleman beckoned the waitress back and said quietly, Miss, y'all sure are a lovely, lovely lady. Can I persuade y'all to give me a piece of ass? Lord, that's the most direct proposition I've ever had, gasped the waitress. Then she looked around and smiled and added, sure, why not? You're nice looking, and it's pretty slow in here right now. Why don't we just slip away up to my room? When the pair returned about half an hour later, the man sat down at the same table, and the waitress asked him, will there be anything else, sir? Why, yes, replied the southern gentleman. I sure do appreciate what y'all just did for me. It was real sweet and right neighborly. But where I come from in Alabama, we like our bourbon real cold. So I still need to trouble y'all for a piece of ice for my drink. What is a cat? Cats do what they want. They rarely listen to you. They're totally unpredictable. When you want to play, they want to be alone. When you want to be alone, they want to play. They're moody. They leave hair everywhere. They drive you nuts and cost you an arm and a leg. Conclusion? They're just tiny women in little fur coats. Taxi driver picks up an escort, and they arrive at her destination, and she confesses she doesn't have any money. She says, will this do? The cabbie looks in his rearview mirror and sees the escort spreading her legs with no panties on and says, got anything smaller? My wife made the mistake of asking me how many women I've slept with. And I said, only you, my wonderful darling, only you. As I kissed her cute little nose and continued, I was awake with the rest of them. I've reached an age where my train of thought leaves the station without me. I hate it when I see an old person and then I realize that we went to high school together. Welcome to your 50s. You can now legit hurt yourself by yawning. What's the opposite of young, dumb, and full of cum? Old, smart, and can't trust a fart. Wife: I can't believe you went to an escort to have sex. Husband: what did you expect? We've done nothing for 8 months. Wife: still, you could have told me you were willing to pay for it. A sexually active woman tells her plastic surgeon that she wanted her vajayjay lips reduced in size because they were too loose and floppy. Out of embarrassment, she insisted that the surgery be kept a secret, and the surgeon agreed. Awakening from the anesthesia after the surgery, she found 3 roses carefully placed beside her on the bed. She immediately calls in the doctor. I thought I asked you not to tell anybody about my operation. The surgeon told her he had carried out her wish for confidentiality and that the first rose was from him. I felt sad because you went through this all by yourself. The second rose is from my nurse. She assisted me in the surgery and empathized because she had the same procedure done not too long ago. And what about the third rose? She asked. Oh, that's from Scott, a man upstairs in the burn unit? Yeah, he wanted to thank you for his new ears. What's the main difference between snow and a woman? Snow is much harder to plow when it's wet. And in the category of, what in the world did they just say? I give you song lyrics by an American icon. Hey little girl, is your daddy home? Did he go away and leave you all alone? I got a bad desire. Oh, I'm on fire. What is the absolute sexiest and hottest instrument to play? It's gotta be the bagpipes, surely. The ladies have gotta respect a man who can blow, finger, and squeeze all at the same time. Two guys are talking. I didn't have intercourse with my wife until the night of the wedding. What about you? I'm not too sure. What was her maiden name again? My wife had a terrible accident today with my car. Oh my God, is she hurt? Not yet. She locked herself in the bathroom. They're going really hard with this facial recognition in smartphones now. I'm guessing 60 to 65% of women will have serious problems calling anybody in the mornings. Why is the butt divided vertically and not horizontally? Because it would keep clapping when you ran down the stairs. Now stop imagining it. Two former friends are catching up at a class reunion. So, what are you up to these days? Got a good job? Yeah, I can't complain. I got about 450 people under me. Wow, that's impressive. What is it that you do? I mow the lawn at the cemetery. My wife said she'd love for us to go and see the Monkees reunion concert in Switzerland. I thought she was joking. Then I saw her face. Now I'm in Geneva. What do you do with an elephant that has 3 balls on him? Well, you gotta walk him and hope the giraffe hits into a double play. Why does psychoanalysis work quicker with men than with women? Because when it's time to reconnect and return to one's childhood, the man's already there. The most successful wives don't just randomly select their husbands. They pick 'em clean, right down to the bone. When a real estate agency hadn't sold our house in almost 3 months, we decided to do it ourselves. So we placed ads in all the local papers, and my wife spray painted a for sale message on a signboard and posted it outside on a lawn. When I came home that evening, I started laughing that my wife's sign was the most truthful sign I had ever seen. Confused, my wife runs outside to take a look and realizes that in her haste she had painted "For sale, buy or." An old man goes to a church and is making a confession. Man: Father, I am 72 years old and I've been married for over 50 years. All these years I've been faithful to my wife, but yesterday I was intimate with a 22-year-old hot babe. Father: when was the last time you made a confession? Man: I never have. I'm Jewish. Father: then why are you telling me all this? Man: are you kidding me? I'm telling everybody. A couple that I know for a long time says to me, you know, Tony, we've been married for almost 35 years now, and we've never even thought about a divorce. A heinous murder? Yes. But divorce? No. I shouted at my wife while she was in labor, push, honey, come on and push. You gotta push harder. She said, stop talking to me, you no good cretin. I mean, what did she expect? It's an older car, and if she wants to get to the hospital, we need to get it started somehow. Surveys show that 80% of women who wear yoga pants don't ever do yoga. But it also shows that 100% of men don't care. A mother and her daughter are driving through the country when they pass a stallion standing on the side of the road, very obviously demonstrating that he is truly a stud. The daughter sees this and asks, Mom, what's that hanging down from that horse? The mom shrugs and replies, it's nothing, dear. A week later, the daughter is riding with her father when they pass the same stallion in the same condition. The daughter asks, Dad, what's that hanging down from that horse? Why, that would be the horse's penis, he says. When I asked Mom last week, she said it was nothing. Dad shrugs and smiles and says, I know, dear, that's because your mom's spoiled.